Hello everyone, welcome to NityaCloudtech. Hope all of you are doing good. In this video, we are going to talk about pipeline in Azure Data Factory. So a pipeline is a logical grouping of activities that perform a unit of work together. The activities in a pipeline perform a task. So we can say pipeline is basically when you connect with any of the data source and then fetch the data from the data set and then prepare and transform using activities and then publish the data. So this whole process is called pipeline. So it is basically a logical grouping of activities. Now let's try to understand in Azure portal how we create pipeline. Azure Data Factory in the Azure Data portal. Now, once you create the Azure Data Factory, then when you click the Azure Data Factory name, whatever your Azure Data Factory, you will see this page. So here, if you see this off, if you see here, so there's option like in ingest, orchestrate, transform data, and recent resource. You are not seeing anything because we have not created. And then here also you will able to see these resources if you need tutorials or videos for anything. And in the below also there are some links, documentation, product overview, so you can check out this. Now to create a pipeline, what you need to do, if you see this button, in this pencil button on the left hand side, author, you will click here. Okay, once you click here, you will able to see this pipeline, dataset, data flow, and Power Query. Now, if I click here, pipeline, and then I will click on new pipeline. So using this, I can create pipeline. So while creating a pipeline in Azure Data Factory, you will spend most of the time here. Now, you can create multiple pipeline 1, pipeline 2. In this way, you can create multiple pipeline and you can give your pipeline name here. Let's say demo, whatever your pipeline name, you can give your name here. Okay, now let's say you have multiple projects and you have to create pipeline in multiple projects. So what you can do, you can click here and you can create new folder. Let's say pro 1. So this is your project 1. See, similarly, you can create another project pro 2. Okay, and under that you can create pipeline. Now let's say you even have some subfolder, so you can also create folder here. Let's say under pro 1 you have demo 1, and then under demo folder you can create again pipeline. So based on the requirement, you can manage this in this way. Okay, now you also have option. Let's say if pipeline 3 or pipeline 1, you have to move into another project. So what you can do, you can click here and you will see move item, and then let's say project 2 don't have any pipeline, you can move. So this way you can move your pipeline as well. So if you click here, you can basically monitor your pipeline, rename your pipeline, delete and move. So all these options you can do from here. Now let me delete this, otherwise there will be confusion before going ahead. So you can manage your pipelines like this way as per your requirement. Okay. Now if I click on pipeline 1, okay, I'm clicking again. I'm creating again. So I have created. Now if you see, whenever when I created pipeline, I'm able to see this activities. So there are multiple activities and it is divided based on their requirement, based on the like in move and transform, we will able to see move and transform activity, related activity, and Azure Data Explorer related Azure Data Explorer. Similarly, we can see all the activities. So this is divided as per the functionality of each activities. If you want to see the sub activities together, so you can click here, you will able to see the sub activity as well. But you can, as per your comfortable, you can choose this option. Okay. Now, if I use this copy data activity here, and let me minimize this. So if you see, there are options like, so general, you can provide the name, then source, sync is nothing, it is destination, and mapping, setting, user property. So these all are the properties you can set as per the business requirement. So if you take another activity, you will get other options. So see, here there is general setting and user property. So based on the activity you select, you will see the options here. Now let me delete this. Okay. Now if you see this in copy, if I click here, there are multiple options like success, failure, completion, completion, and skip. Let's say if my package got succeed, I want some option. If got failure, I want another thing. If completion, I want another. If skipped, I want another option. So now let me take few another activities to show you. So let's say Databricks, I have taken notebook. So if my package got succeed, I want to use notebook 1. If got failed, I want to use notebook 2. If completion, I want to use notebook 3. Okay. So in this way, you can use your pipeline as per the business need. You can basically put your logic. Now let me delete this. So these all are the activities basically. Okay. So activity is basically divided into three parts. First one is data movement. So data movement basically when you have to move the data from one source to another source, like copy data. So this is data movement activities. Second is data transformation activities. Data transformation activities, when you have to prepare your data, you have to write a logic. So for that, you can write your code in the notebook, and you can write your code in the USQL, and similarly, when you need to control your activities, then there is another activity called data control. So in data control, basically we have for each loop, and we have metadata and lookup activity. So that we can use in the control activity. So basically we have three categories: data movement, data transformation, and control activities. Once you create your pipeline, then you have option to validate all. So if there is any error, it will give you the pop-up. So if you click on validate all, right now it is not showing anything because I haven't configured this. Okay. And once you are done with the setting, you can trigger this pipeline trigger. Basically, you can execute this. You can click here and trigger now. In this way, your pipeline will be triggered. It will be saved. Okay. Now there is another option in pipeline. So let me open that option. So if you want to take pipeline from template, already existing template, so you can click here in the new from template. So you, as per your business need, you may get some pipeline, existing pipeline. So you don't need to create, you just need to link your data sources. So this is all about the pipeline. I hope this video would be informative for you. Thank you everyone. I request you to please like and subscribe this channel.